A new day is upon us, and they're actually higher than my camera at this point. I cannot see the tallest one. There's too many of them. To get there, we need to use free cam and go up and up and up. I've officially had enough coffee to see through time and space. Let's destroy a planet and build some robots. This is going to be our planet. We're going to start here. Now the first thing I need to build is everything. We need logs and sticks. For every item I have to carry manually, my robots are going to suffer dearly. I can smash in later and we can make tools. We're going to start up with an axe for cutting up stuff. Robot builder's done. What does it take to make one? Log, plank, pole, tree seeds. Tree seeds must be what fuels these robots. We're an eco-friendly planet. At least that's what we're going to tell people. That's the final piece we need to build our very first robot. From here on out, I'm going to have to do way less work. At least I'm pretty sure that's how it works. And there it is, the beginning of the end of this world. This robot is going to chop trees until the day it dies. Unfortunately for me, these idiots work in a limited area. As much as I'd like him to go clear cutting the entire world, he can't really do that. So I've set this idiot to start digging holes. I'm going to build one more robot to place these things in those holes. The trees are going to grow back, they'll cut them down. I'm going to have a little tree farm going that's going to work endlessly. This one doesn't mess around, he's getting his face right in that bush. Hopefully at some point I can have better improved robots. I'm really sick of carrying stuff back and forth. Now we've got a job so simple, even you can do it. What you're going to do is find one of these, pick it up, drop her in the hole. Jump on it a few times, and then we got ourselves a forest. These three idiots are the start of an empire. Hey, we even got an achievement. That's nice. Get out of my way. Instructions? I just wanted to go crazy. I'm not 100% sure, but I'm pretty sure it's going to make us build pretty much everything we have to build in order to unlock new stuff, so I'm just going to build everything. Some might say it's less effort to actually check and see what I need to build. Me, I don't do things that way. I just go for it and ask questions later. Apparently this is an important step that I must do, so I'm basically going to teach this stupid robot to wander around, pick up whatever it can find, and put it in this thing. It's going to have to stack things up for a while before I'm allowed to do anything else. I'm so happy I built this army of completely useless idiots who run out of batteries every 10 seconds. I do more work than they do. I've also run out of stones for building tools, so I'm going to have to make one and start mining stones. I did something else. I have no idea what. I guess I just harvested enough trees, so clearly the game doesn't even care about the planet. Lumberjack stuff. What would I do without those completely useless skins? Hey, get back to work. This magnificent idiot can't figure out what he's supposed to do. He's supposed to walk over here and pick up a log, but because he's already holding one, he's hopeless. And I don't know how to get him to put it down. Not to worry, ladies and gentlemen, we got it all straightened out. I just had to wrench it out of his stupid hands. I'm officially spending more time fixing up my robots than I am productively doing stuff. At least I've got it much quicker to build robots now. I got one of them bringing logs over, one of them taking the logs, put right there in process into planks. I can use the planks to build robots. You see where this is going? It's going to get really big really fast. Now I've got logs endlessly being produced. I've got logs being turned into planks, planks being turned into poles, and eventually I'll start storing everything accordingly. But for now, I have everything I need. Oodles of it. Am I gonna have to make an idiot just to go around and power up other idiots? I think I'm actually getting to that point, because every time I turn around, they're all sitting there doing nothing. I think there's a robot under my pile of lumber. Don't worry, little fella, I'm building a proper storage as we speak, so we don't have a giant mess here. Although it's a lot more easy for me when I do have a giant mess here. And I now have a robot dedicated solely to picking up planks, bringing them to the pallet, grabbing a pole, bringing it to the pallet. Next, I feel as though we need to find a new rock for this moron. He's kind of standing there looking bored, and I don't think I can break up the big ones. My research station is complete thanks to my handy little robot, so I can research all sorts of stuff. Apparently, all I need is Colonist WOW. You heard that right, WOW with the W. So that's clearly something I'm going to be really good at. I didn't even know I had colonists. Are robots colonists? Do the robots go and kidnap the colonists? I don't really know what to do anymore. That would actually be really cool. I hope that's the case. Hopefully these guys do double as like an army. I can go raid a civilization and take slaves. And I finally finished storing a bunch of stuff. Can't tell you how fun that process was when I'm this amped up on coffee. Storing stuff. What a process. Treetops, tree hats. This special idiot is going to have a very special job. He's going to be the one winding up other robots. And yes, I am going to have to find a robot to wind him up eventually, but we'll get to that. At least as long as I'm paying attention, I only have to charge up that one robot for a little while. He's going to cover the area that's going to overlap most of everything. We'll see how that works out. My next big, super exciting task is storing 23 more stones. And on that note, I don't have a lot of stone left, so I need to do a little bit of exploring to see if there's more out here somewhere. It is a pretty big world after all. The robots like the water. That's kind of a trick question. I don't care if they do. They're getting in there. All my idiots are happily working away or waiting on things to be done so they can further their process. I'm waiting for stones to be stored for now, so I'm going to sit back and wind up robots for the next 30 minutes. Better yet, I'm going to explore a little more of this countryside. I might be right beside something really cool or really useful. So far, that doesn't really seem to be the case. It seems to be a pretty big empty world, and I mean, look how much of it there is. There's got to be something out there to play with. I want bigger robots with way more range and more energy. I wonder if that's a thing. I need to upgrade these idiots. Believe it or not, I'm getting so impatient that I'm actually going and helping to carry the stones myself. I finally did it. I've been working on that for way longer than I'd like to admit. All I had to do is store 25 stones, but I just can't get anything right. For my tedious and annoying stone collecting, I unlocked more skins, so clearly I was doing the wrong thing. Yeah, I should probably work on tools. I need to make 6 more picks. That was less painful than I thought it was going to be. What do I get to play with now? Better tools? Thanks for the skins. That's a good start. I want more things to play with though. Really? Nothing? I haven't made a tower of pickaxes. How cool is that? Okay, and I can't research anything until I get colonists. I'm assuming I need some kind of upgrade to get colonists, and like there's all this cool stuff I can play with, or that I should be able to play with, but I can't unlock it yet. The last thing I have to unlock is this. Bots made 10, bots taught 10, bot team made 3. I need to make 3 bot teams. I have no idea how to do it. Oh, I see. Way up here, there's a create new team button, bot team. So how do we... red team? I see. We just have to drag and drop. So there's 1 bot team made. This will be the second bot team of, 3 of those. And we go new bot team. That'll be the yellow team. I have no idea what these do, but we made one. Give me new stuff. If I wanted a goddamn totem pole, I'd make one myself. Thanks, game. Now we got farming and farming food, because fruit isn't considered food. Not in this world. Doesn't make a difference anyway, my idiots are never going to eat a thing. So I can make colonist seed dispensers. I guess colonists come from seeds, and then colonist incubators to incubate those seeds. I mean, what would I really need colonists for at this point? I have robots to do all the work anyway. These guys don't need to eat, they don't have feelings, they don't have problems. I can do whatever I want to them and no one seems to care. But no, you murder one little peasant and everyone has a fit. Okay, seems like I'm producing some colonist seeds, which is not something I ever thought I'd be producing. And we'll put the seed in the hole because that's how that works. Then fill it with food until the bar is filled. Okay, this is food? Use stick or flail to beat bush and release fruit. I've got someone much better suited to this job. This should make our first colonist, and I'm not sure what it's going to be. We have made a person. You brought new life to this world. Colonists will love you if you give them food. I've never had a colonist love me ever, and I'm not going to start now. I wonder if I could have my robots put them in a grinder and turn them into some kind of paste. It's just a little one. Okay, what am I supposed to do with this? Taiyaki, who seems very hungry. Taiyaki, I'm going to put you in the ocean until I figure out what to do with you. Do I actually need to feed this thing? I already fed it to incubate it. Now it's upside down, stuck in the water. Wait, is it giving me the things I need? Despite the fact that I put it upside down in the ocean. Great, alright, well, maybe you are worth something after all. We are going to... Okay, stop putting it down. Put you close to the food, then we can just stuff you full of food. And these things I'm collecting from it, I actually have to store in my backpack. They act like a tool, so I'm going to have to individually collect them and move them around. So let's bring it all the way to my research station. It may not be the brightest, but at least this one's a producer. It's already spat out 5 of those things. Wow, look at this thing. Still paying out. A few more robots later, and I have the basis for a farm. They're digging up the grass to be able to have the dirt, to be able to plant the holes, to be able to plant the berries. It'll be pretty renewable pretty soon, just like my tree farm. I even have this guy carrying the sod over here and stacking it up as high as he can. And yeah, idiots, what a great place for a berry bush. Couldn't have done it better myself. Alright, gonna transfer my usual berry idiot over here to these ones so he can get to work beating it with a stick. That's about all I need to do. Now I just gotta wait 20-30 minutes and I'll have a full-on berry farm. Then I just gotta figure out what to do with them from there. Now I just think I need a robot for gathering berries from over here. And probably another one for gathering these things. I'm gonna move this thing closer again. The final step of this process. Having a robot force feed this child until it grows into something useful. Now I'm back to this, sitting back and watching them slowly maintain what they have going. Need to turn one on every once in a while, add a tool every once in a while. My stack of sod is getting nice and big. Everything's doing, I think, what it's supposed to be doing. Oh, we're out of food for the idiot already. Looks like idiot's just gonna have to share berries with the berry farm. Whoever gets there first gets the berry. I like this concept because the more I force feed this idiot, the better I'm gonna do. Tool technology is done. Got a fishing stick, don't care. Wooden mallet, not sure I care about that either. And a crude blade, which might be fun depending on what exactly it can do. I've now made a second moron. The beauty of it is, all I gotta do is set one right here and they'll get fed by all the robots anyway because they're already doing it. So let's make even another one. And out pops a third one. That's exactly what children are made. Oh, that was all I needed to do. Even better, you can just stack them right up. Interesting. I should make a tower of small colonists. I think I'm gonna have to make a robot dedicated just to bringing this idiot a stick. Every time he breaks a stick, he sits there and whines about it and he breaks it a lot. I'm not actually sure my stick deliverer is actually going to work. He might just add a stick to any bot without a stick that's in the area. I feel like I'm not ever going to finish farming because berries stored 0-20. I'm storing them in the colonists. I'm just force feeding them. Maybe we even just need more colonists. I won't be happy until they're touching the sky. At least it's easy to find my base in the world map again thanks to my large tower of sod. I mean, how's he even get it up to the top? I know he's a robot and all, but let's be realistic. And there we go. The child tower is getting ever bigger. I'm actually surprised so far with how many bots I can have without the game having any issues whatsoever. Makes me think I could have a whole bunch of them if I wanted to. I've also started robots just endlessly making me tools. I'm gonna have a big mountain of tools here, but everyone's breaking them so fast now, it'd just be easier if I could just pick one up and walk over, if I didn't have to make them myself. And then as soon as I figure out how to properly get the robots to distribute to other robots, I'll be laughing. Only another 6 loves to go before I get better robotics technology. Hopefully they get a little bit bigger area to work in, they work a little faster, they have a little more energy, all of the above. And also more brain capacity. I know it's probably asking a lot for these to really be able to do too much, but they get pretty filled up with instructions pretty fast. I just realized my turf has been piling up for a while, and on closer inspection, there's actually a robot down there at the bottom who just can't stack any more up because the stack is now this high. So I'm gonna have to change his programming to put another stack right behind it. And there we go, he's back on track, building a second tower for himself. There's my upgrade, which came with a whole bunch of stuff. Locomotion, energy. We'll explore the rest of these in just a minute. So this was the basic bot. We can now build bot head, bot bod, bot drive. But I need the parts to be able to put it together and I don't know where to build those. I need a new thing for that. Maybe the basic bot workbench, that'll do. Naturally, I'm going to put it over here close to all my crap for once. This had better be worth it because it was expensive to build. Now we can make bot bod MK1, Mark 1, all sorts of stuff. Okay. Energy efficiency. Oh, this stuff's actually really easy to build. Let's get the pieces for one new bot, build it, and see exactly what it looks like at that point. For a bunch of idiots about to be replaced, you're not working very hard to make a case for yourselves. And I've also cleverly run myself right out of stone, so I'm going to need to find some more of that before too long. This should be the final piece of our new upgraded robot. And that looks something like this. We went from a crude metal Stone Age robot to a wood one. Now what do we suppose this new idiot is good for? 16 kilobytes free? 8 kilobytes free. 6 kilobytes. Okay, well they got lots of memory. We'll find out how big their area is. Since we seem to have a stockpile of berries that no one's doing anything about, we'll have our new super robot dealing with those. I worked very hard to upgrade the technology and build this super robot so they could go around smacking bushes. They definitely encompass a much bigger area, so I'm very excited about that. And then I think I do want a new super robot just for beating the berries off these bushes, that way we can feed the idiots faster than ever and make everything go faster. On second thought, maybe I'm gonna need a super robot carrying all these apples over to the idiots. That might be a better use of their time. In hindsight, that's maybe not the best use of super robots considering this one's already out of apple trees to hit, but they gotta grow back eventually, right? How is my Tower of Morons doing anyway? No, they seem happy, they seem fed, they seem comfortable. I'm not worried about them. Still not a lot of stones out there to be had. The closest one I can find is way over here. It'll work, but it's a bit of a trek. You know what? I've had a vision. Since we have these new super robots that can act super efficiently and quickly, why don't we make a tower of children that touches the sky? If we can do it with sod, we can do it with humans. I'm even going to recruit my newest super droid to help in the process. He's going to be the one taking berries from over here, putting them in the incubator for me. Now while he's doing that, I'm going to have a droid constantly making seeds, putting into the incubator, so as soon as the other one's done, there's a new one started. Then I'm going to have someone taking the babies and stacking them up over here. A 3-droid operation, very simple. I finished my technology, crude flail, crude hoe. I've known many a crude hoe in my day, and a crude scythe. Sorry game, but I've moved on to the totem pole portion of my plan. Now I just need to program this guy to pick up the baby from here and place it there. And rinse and repeat, good to go. Alright, a few minutes from now, mission accomplished. There we go, and we're spitting them out at a rapid rate. Not sure if they're being fed anymore, but I don't really care. As long as we're stacking them nice and high, I don't think they care either. Pretty sure that's how it works. I've recruited a whole bunch of my robot power to add to this cause. It's going pretty quickly. The children are definitely a lot thicker than the turf, so we're not going to get as many, but they're definitely going to get as high. They're already about a third of the way there. What do you think? That's got to be about halfway there. Hey, the shadow even moves directions. There's a sun out there somewhere. This is probably, I don't know, 80 feet tall? How big's a toddler? How many are there? I'm not counting. Let's assume, let's give it 50 feet. 50 feet of toddlers. I've never been so proud of something I've created. The robots, not the kids. This entire time, I had no idea we had a free cam. This totally changes the feel of the game. Because there's all my nicely organized stuff, my busy little robots, and my Tower of Morons. They're terrifying up close. Maybe this was a bad idea. Are we there yet? I think we're about there. That's gotta be about max height. Well, we'll know when they start piling up at the bottom. They are getting taller. Look at you, king of the castle. This is awesome. I wonder if it is a set number is how high they can go. And they're actually just about 100% self-sufficient at this point. I could build just a few more to deliver tools and they would actually be there, but I'm just not really going to bother at this point because these ones don't really matter. Oh, apparently we've got 50 toddlers. They're 50 toddlers high at this point. A new day is upon us and they're actually higher than my camera at this point. I cannot see the tallest one. There's too many of them. To get there, we need to use free cam and go up and up and up. Till we hit that one, our current leader, king of the castle, for at least 5 more seconds. Well, alright, it's very late at night, and I'm pretty satisfied with my child stacking for one evening.